Like, I'll go ahead and start the game. So we've got Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations. I'm gonna double check, but I think this is the first game in the series. It's a series of adventure video games developed by Capcom. The first one is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So this is the first one. Oh wow, it was first one released in 2001. I don't know why I thought it released sooner than that, but I'm excited. Since then, 5 further main series games, as well as various spin-offs and high-definition remasters for newer game consoles, have been released. There have been several adaptations, like there's a live-action film, an anime, a manga series, drama CDs, musicals, and stage plays. Wow. I did not realize that, like, I knew this game was big. I knew it held a good soft spot for people. I didn't realize it was that popular. Wow. They've had games all the way since the Game Boy Advance, all the way through the Wii, the iOS, Android, Nintendo 3DS, the Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. So this is the first game, and I don't even know about the last game. Alright, so Wikipedia is starting to go into spoilers and introductions, but I want to go into this blind. Like, it's a huge franchise. I did not realize this. I don't know if it's because I didn't really see the cosplays. Like, there was always one person cosplaying or doing a shout out or a panel of Phoenix Wright, but I never realized. But without further ado, I'm gonna go into this really blind. Like, I have no idea what I'm getting into. Not at all. What is going on? Ah! Yeah, we're gonna play this. Let's do it. That's a problem. Oh, that's a problem. Oh no. I gotta find someone to pin it on. He did it. Alright. Creep. Boy, am I nervous. Right? I appreciate a strong woman in position of higher power. Excellent. Glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Oh no, isn't that, like, not okay in actual legal standards? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life. Everything. It's all over. Is that your climate screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death. Despair. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's not a written rule as far as I know. Alright. Alright. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense, Czar. That makes a lot of sense. It's same with, like, doctors not dating their clients as well. I only know that one from House. And that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't want to get into too logistics, but now I'm thinking, like, but what if that's how you met? And years later, ... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Oh no, this is our client. This is the beginning of the entire franchise. Sounds like he wants to die. Are you sure? I think he just needs a little bit of ice cream, or some cake, or both. Oh, yeah. I was not expecting the full-on anime eyes. Hey. Hey there, Larry. Okay, he called us Nick, but we're called Phoenix. I guess Nick's... Okay. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. What? Why? You're still... No. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. Larry Butts? No. What's wrong? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Murder. It's always so simple. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. Oh! What? No! The whole school? Jeez! The 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Courtroom number 2. Let's do this. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Him. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you control your nerves. Shit. The judge is on to us. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Sure. Yeah, Your Honor. Sure. Gulp, handshaking, eyesight fading. Me anytime I have to teach an art class. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's me! It's me all along! Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's... We don't even know who got murdered! I don't think we as a player have seen it because it was just a young woman, and then when Larry Butts was talking about it, it was just, he just said, "You took my baby away." So... Oh no, even our chief is onto us. Ugh. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Okay, honestly, same. But the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. That's right. He was the victim of this case. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Really? No one would know. Alright. Cindy. She died about 4 to 5 p.m. Cause of death was the loss of blood to blunt trauma. My boss and a very good defense attorney. Alright. Larry Butts. The defendant. Likeable guy who's been my friend since grade school. Cindy Stone. The victim in the case. She was a model, but she lived in the apartment by herself. And then Winston Payne. The prosecutor for the case. Lacks present. Generally bad at getting his points across. Oh no. Correct. Now tell me, what's the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Honestly, though. Honestly, because any other court system, they'd just be like, oh, it's your first day, good luck. But then once in the courtroom setting, absolutely getting grilled. Just, I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. Trace, a question for the prosecution? Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. It is very heavy. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court records frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that may help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Okay, considering he was already begging us for the death sentence earlier, this isn't gonna go well. It's gonna be very bad. It's very, very bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Watch! He had such a cool guy vibe, and then we're left with this. Watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before you were murdered. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Interesting. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several... Where is this game going? Why is this game going in this direction? What? What? Alright. So she had some sugar daddies. Honestly, same Butts. Same. Okay. You don't have to explain it, Payne. It's fine. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was? No. No. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah. Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Stop. That question is irrelevant to the case. Oof. Take that. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's... Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. And when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Heh. Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh no, he went. What do I do? Well, he has to answer honestly here. Like, this one is relevant. I send him a signal. This isn't gonna go well at all. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order? Well, Mr. Butts? Dude, Jill! She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? So I think he's telling the truth, but I think this new witness, I think this is our mole guy from the beginning. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. It is bad. I love that for, the first 5 minutes of this trial, we've basically just had this face on the whole time. We're gonna get dehydrated from sweating so much, guys. On the day of the murder, eyewitness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. No, Czar, no! Please bring Mr. Frick Sawit to the stand. Like Sawit. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Majora's Mask. The hobby mask salesman. I'm getting. That's exactly who he makes me think of. Ugh! Just, ugh. Alright. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. But you couldn't go inside. So, how did you get the phone in her apartment? I'm calling your shit right now. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. But the time of death was 4 to 5 p.m. too, so that's a second thing we're gonna call you out on. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added. So this was electricity to Miss Stone's building was cut from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination. Your Honor, why do you say it like that? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies and the testimony your witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? The client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay. Open the court record with tab and point out the contradictions in the testimony. Well, guess I'm doing that now. I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Saw her lying, not moving, dead. You didn't touch anything in the apartment? I mean, no. Nothing. Alright. What happened next? Ha-ha! Oh, that I can explain. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? "1 p.m. Are you certain?" Yeah, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. This is from noon to 6. Oh no. That doesn't, I don't think, Hang on. Yes, okay. Presenting this. Alright, see you in a second, sorry. You found the body at 1 p.m., are you sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m., for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to, no body. Oh my gosh. To find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that, This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? When I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying, but the power was out. Mr. Wright, I can cross-examine him. You know what to do. I'm ready to call him out again. There was no radio on the premises. There was only one large TV. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about that hearing the television. The witness has testified. He heard the time. Calling you out. I'm calling you out. I think this is it. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Irk. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawat? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawat? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawat. Let's hear your testimony one more time. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? But the power outage? Gladly. Alright. The murder weapon? I think this is the way to go. Oh no. No, I was wrong. Not at all. Oh. I just, my credibility. Maybe I have to present it now? Now I'll present. Hopefully this doesn't hurt again. Okay, this is right. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? I think I'm a lawyer. Just answer the question, Miss Starlet. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. But you didn't step in the apartment, you said. And that would mean you have to touch this. You tilt it, and it says the time out loud. And it doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in his testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I mean, I just did. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Ooh. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Graph! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with a clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw... What? Why did you rip your hair out? Shut up, my hair! It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Give him death! Order. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? The claim, the sound, the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better be thinking of it carefully. Think it through here. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. What? I'm not gonna look anything up. And isn't this like 10 a.m.? So that's 2 hours behind. It's 3 hours behind. As you can see, it's 3 hours slow because she just arrived from Paris. Oh my goodness. It's all coming together. I love it. Try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Oh, what are you talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. I only gotta prove that. Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawat. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. You lawyers are all slime. I did it correctly, didn't I? Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. I was gonna say, Mia, you better step in. Kick back the music. Chief! Well, listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be— Yeah! Aw, thank you, Shomi Boo. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere to prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. This is my first time ever playing Phoenix Wright games. I have the trilogy, and I'm so excited to see what all this franchise has to offer. But let's finish this case. Well, Mr. Wright? You saw the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. It was the passport. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh my god. So far. He hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawat? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh my goodness. All the puns. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He, um, he was arrested and taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. Yay! And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out Frank Schwat was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawet let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawet grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Whew! I still can't believe we won. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. It still kills me with the absolute anime eyes. I love it. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. No, you stop that. Stop that right now. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Bad. I'll spritz you with water if I have to. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Innocent. Heh, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this. Ever. Let's celebrate? Dinner? Movie? My treat? Well, at least Larry Harry Butts is moving on. Oh no, I couldn't. Heh, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey, here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? The murder weapon? Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Sob. Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? Oh my goodness. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah. You don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. Really? Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I mean, she had hers. I don't want to show that. That's not good. And that makes no sense. I'm gonna go with this. She had it with her, and you made it, so... You weren't some chump. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just need a clock, that's all. You think so? That's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really? I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, and grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. Chief. Well, we'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why I became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Chief. I want to have a strictly work-related relationship with you, but down for drinks. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. Chief? No. No. And my promise to tell the chief about me and no. I swear if the chief was our next case. All my feels are like a waterfall and they're just crumbling. Oh no. The end. Maybe she's in her office. Hey. Oh. I mean, let's move? No, move. Hang on. I would like to go in here. I made a mistake. Can I? Oh no. I made a mistake. Oh no. I don't know how to get out of this. Yes, I too would like to check. Maybe options? No, that's not it. Oh, there we go. Oh no. Soap. this? Someone's there. Chief? Chiefs. Chief! Thanks, Shellaboo. Sorry. Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. Oh, I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Oh man. Like, we've only known her long enough to go through our first trial together, and then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Chief. It's a crescent with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. We did! We did. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock, made by Larry Butts. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass. The glass I found lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Was it written in your own blood? Jeez. A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store. Dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, it does. It is. You know, I know the lighting is bad in here, but it looks real bad on us right now. The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Mr. Wright, why were you in the chief's chair? Excuse you. Alright. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with mechanics, or machines. But all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. I mean, it's the way to do it. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is source who filed her case records and recent billings. I mean, usually at my workplace, we all have to share the same office. Employees, supervisor, big boss. So it's like you have the one chair and then a kid chair. And that's it. So we just all swap out. Alright. I think that's about it for here. Ooh. Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Alright. Do I... I don't think that's gonna do me any good. I'm gonna try and examine the window real quick. See if that does anything. There's a large building right across the offices. Oh, it's a hotel. Alright. I believe without further ado, I'll just... Ooh! Some shards of glass are shattered on the floor. Alright, now we got the check mark for it. Oh, did everything just reset? Alright, one more time. But I have to, for Mia's sake. Alright. I'm just one of those that I try to get the check mark and everything, everywhere, before I go. Okay. So, backspace. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Oh no. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Sure. Why not? Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Oh no. Now I've done it. I mean, maybe better here than in the courtroom? I know. Oh, I'm bad. Oh. I know, I'm getting, like... I didn't realize that we would see the killer right away. I don't know if this is the theme throughout the series, that you're like, yep, we know exactly who did it. Now you have to present it to the judge. That, like, how it's supposed to be. But I'm kind of thinking of similar pinning vibes from the guy with the curly hair. He wrote it in our character's blood, or Maya's blood. Wheel. Oh yeah, no, I appreciate no spoilers. Absolutely appreciate that. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Alright, I'm Detective. Man, I love the names they give all of these characters. What an odd name. We received a report from a building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya. Wait. She wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Ah. This bird Maya here mean anything to you? Um, that... That's my name. What? I love that he's just absolutely overdramatic. There's some truth this here. No, in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? Case closed, you're coming down the precinct. I don't think that's how it goes, but that's what my job is for. What? He is really overly excited. They were arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out till the next morning. This was like, what, 9 o'clock at night? Jeez. My eyes were heavy and I couldn't sleep. I know. Things are not looking good for our little office, you know? And it also doesn't quite look good on us either, in some ways. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Wow. They have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I mean, I want to, but it's up to her. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? I mean, so many things were out of her control. As a victim, I want to give her a choice. You know? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. Oh, woo. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you. When you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No. No, I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I also heard about you. Heard? What'd you heard about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Maybe a small one. I don't give out very many, but I gave, you know. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear to the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. You set that up for yourself, Maya. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more 3 years? 3 years? Why? No, we good. We good right now. Oh, no. If I gave her the choice, is she not gonna pick me now? Oh, That's what she said. Great. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's fine. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. But I think of the person who did this to Mia. I know. Oh, she's got the little tears. Mm. Yeah. Ooh. Nope. I know. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute, Shimobu. Shimibu. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what... Oh. Nice. I didn't want to give her straight up Shinto priestess vibes, but acolytes. I like it. People in religious training. What is it you do? It's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. Show me, boo, am I pronouncing it wrong? Because I probably am. Probably absolutely pronouncing that wrong. A spirit medium. I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. I don't want to talk about this just yet. Let's get her to open up more about herself. Medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So, Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too. I had no idea. Oh. Yeah, I have the squeakiest chair in the universe. Just... yeah. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? I want to see some telekinesis. I want you to shoot laser beams out of your eyes. But she's only in training. That's fine. You need experience. I need experience. Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask who killed her. Yes. Why haven't the court systems ever thought of this before? I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Well, let's come to this. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for her upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. That clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear about it in her own voice? Her own voice? Oh, the recording. Not spirit medium stuff. Okay. Yeah. You recorded it. Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. You have it on the conversation with your sister on a cell phone. Let's hear it. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Right? Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you won't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? Yes, Maya. You can ask me anything. This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. Are you choosing him instead of me? Oh, my heart. That's fine. I did say anything. Oh, yeah, I'll do this for you. I think this is actually our murderer, but sure. You have me! You have me! What about your parents? Yeah, they're gone. They've been gone for a while. Yeah, don't push it. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm gonna walk up to this lawyer's door and just be like, yeah, here's the case. You've got like 20 hours, maybe 12 to work on this. Tomorrow? What if he refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 p.m. this afternoon. I have even less time. Okay. Ah! Right, I'll be back.